Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're finally back here in our Pokemon White adventures here in the Unova region. Episode number... can't remember. But anyway, you can see it on the layout there. They're on the layout. The thumbnail, the title, the... Anyway, important thing is, we're back here once again. Bit of a hiatus there over the Christmas holiday season. I'll talk about that as we get into today's episode, which, as you can see, is beginning right in front of this cute little creature right over here. What is this thing all about? Well, it's not a legendary, but it feels like it's legendary, which is weird. Anyway, you're going to see this. A Volcarona, of course. We're going to encounter it. Might as well see if we can capture it as well. Before we jump into all that, let's check our team and recap who we have working for us. First up, we have Squeak, our Eradicate, at level 50. Yes, 50. He is a relaxed-natured Pokemon. He has Guts for the ability. And we've got Cut, Sucker Punch, Icy Wind, and Super Fang. So I'm thinking the Super Fang might be the best way to try to whittle this thing down safely. Next up is our Pidgeot Chirp at level 51. He is careful in nature. He's got the Keen Eye ability, and we've got Sky Attack, Tailwind, Steel Wing, and Fly for the moves. Next up, from the Hoenn region, we have Majestic, our Altaria, at level 51. She is a naughty Pokemon with the ability of Natural Cure. We've got Dragon Pulse, Pluck, Dragon Dance, and Mimic. Next is Scruff, our Manectric, at level 54. She is relaxed. She has Static ability. We've got Discharge, Bite, Strength, and Flamethrower. Next up is our lonely-natured Pokémon, the Hariyama, at level 53. He comes from Hoenn as well. He's got the Guts ability, just like Squeak there. And we got Fake Out, Force Palm, Close Combat, and Smelling Salt. Last but not least, we've got Smarty the Noctowl at level 53 from Johto. He is docile in nature. We have the ability Insomnia, and we've got Air Slash, Solar Wind, Hypnosis, and a Nightmare. So, I'm thinking the best thing to do is to go Super Fang. Try to whittle it down, bring in our Noctowl, go for the Hypnosis, see if we can put it to sleep, and try for the capture. You know what I didn't think to do first, though? Let's check our items. Where's my Pokeballs? They're in the same bag? Hang on. Let me sort these. There we go. What do we have for Pokeballs? You're going to be at the bottom of the list, aren't you? I should have gone the other way. Well, it's too late for that now, isn't it? We have 49 Pokeballs. We are fine. Will we get the catch, though? Is the question. Anyway, what's in here first? Anything in these vases or vases? How do you say that? Vase? Vase? There's encounters in here? Interesting. That I did not know. Anyway, not interested. Now, what I'm kind of worried about, though, I think Volcarona is a pretty high level. Let's find out. What are you saying to me? Rah, brr, brr, brr. Alright, standard encounter music, so it's not legendary, of course. It's not going to be level 70, though, because that'd be crazy. Oh, well, it's level 70. As I said, that is crazy. So, again, that leads to the question of, what exactly do they expect you to do to prepare for stuff like this? And I think I already talked about this, but I'm assuming... Oh, wow. I'm assuming that they expect you to grind against the Elite Four, because maybe you're supposed to fight the Elite Four again right after to officially become the champion. I don't know. Smarty, what do you have for your moves? We do have Air Slash. Is there any way to slow this thing down? Because, see, I can go for the Hypnosis to put it to sleep, but if I could paralyze it, we could start outspeeding. I'm going to bring in Pokémon. We can at least go for the Fake Out. Come in handy. And do we have Force Palm? I know I just went over the team recap. I do. I might be able to paralyze it. That could kind of come in handy here. First of all, I'm going to get the burn. Nope. Don't get the burn. If we did get... I think these can have Flame Body. If we did get burned, that would at least boost our attack stat. Bug Buzz, we resist that, and that's special. That's not going to hurt us too much. Wow! A random, air quote, critical hit. At least we got the paralyzing, though. That's kind of nice. Let's go all out. Close combat. We're not going to outspeed. Oh, we do! Interesting. That's a good bit of damage, too, actually. And a Silver Wind. Do not get the stat boost, please. Thank you. Could you imagine if it actually got the stat boost? That would be kind of wacky. Let's go to Smart Heat, because we could flinch with an Air Slash. I don't want to choke, but I also don't want to do too much damage here. But I gotta do something. Let's just try one Air Slash. We're not that offensive. Plus, this thing is like almost 20 levels above us. That's not bad. Oh, we get the flinch. Let's go for Silver Wind. Double. Nope, not double. Resisted. Could boost our stats, too. No boost, but we got it down. Nice. Don't burn me. Thank you. I'm gonna go one more Silver Wind. I'm risking a critical, but I'm giving it a shot. Awesome stuff. Oh man, at least we resist that. You got this. You got this. You did have that actually. Okay, first of all, let's heal. Where's our hyper potions? So yes, we are finally back on the channel. I know for the past couple days, possibly the past couple weeks. Actually, let's just say the past 2 weeks. The 2 weeks that I had off from my course that I'm taking, I had high hopes for what we could do on the channel. Random critical. And I was hoping for a lot of chance to do some live streaming. And the first week, sadly, as I complained a lot during the streams, or at least during the parts that you could see without my internet cutting out, my internet was cutting out. And I was not impressed by that. So that kind of made me hesitant to try doing more live streaming, I'll say. Like, because I don't want to disappoint. And okay, I feel like I've disappointed for the past several days because I haven't done anything on the channel. But yeah, I didn't feel like I just don't like the thought of I'm trying to set up for a stream, and you know, you folks, you're planning to put your time aside and hang out with me during the streams, and then my garbage internet connection just drops the ball, lets us down. I feel kind of bad about that, and that kind of put me into a spiral of, you know, am I able to do any of this YouTube stuff? Am I just kind of like chasing a pipe dream? I don't know. Anyway, all that being said, I thought, well, I'm going to try to do some pre-recording. And then, if you didn't follow my channel for the past little while, you might not be aware that I fell and hurt myself, which I thought was not that bad to start with. But every day after I fell, like, okay, so just give you the idea, I'm walking down the street, and I had just caught a 100% perfect Snubbull in Pokemon Go, and I was like, hey, that's pretty nice. And then I slipped, and fell flat on my, well, not really flat on my back, pretty much. And I, you know, fell flat, hit the ground. And the last time I had fallen like that, a few years back, it kind of lingered. Like, I didn't feel it for a day, but then the very next day, pretty much 24 hours afterwards, my back was just destroyed. So I thought, I'm expecting that's going to happen this time around. Stop doing this, Volcarona. Just stay in a ball. We can't hit you any more than we already have. I could bring back Squeak for another Super Fang, but with those quiver dances, I don't think we're going to outspeed. Alright, I'll tell you, if it comes down to this thing possibly knocking out one of my guys, or my last Pokemon, I'm going to knock it out. Don't really need this thing. We're just trying to catch it, just to see if we can do it. Oh, critical throw! Not bad. Anyway, so it seemed like every evening that I wanted to do some live streaming, after the, you know, that day that I fell, like towards the middle to the end of the day, there was one time I was laying down, and I suddenly felt this surge of, like, tightness and, you know, soreness right up here in the back of the neck, and then into the bottom of the base of the skull, basically, and my head immediately started throbbing, and the headache just formed, and I was like, that, I'm thinking, might be part of system shock from the fall, you know, after effects, like, aftershocks, using an earthquake term. So I thought, I better not push myself. I don't want to start into something and then have the internet be fine, but have me be unable to do it. And I mean, on another note, it was my last couple of days off until I got back into my course, and I kind of thought, I just want to relax a little bit. You know, hopefully you guys can understand that. But now that I'm back to my Monday to Friday course I'm taking, I'm feeling more into the business mindset, I guess? Schedule mindset. So I want to get back on track with doing these playthroughs that we've just let fall by the wayside. Anyways, Volcarona, the Sun Pokemon. A sea of fire engulfs the surroundings of their battles, since they use their 6 wings to scatter their ember scales. Do I want to nickname this thing? Not really. We'll check it out once we get to the PC. But I gotta go heal. Can I escape rope my way out? Is the question that you're all wondering the answer to. The answer, I gotta tell you, unfortunately, is no. it. I don't even have dig. Wait. I could have dig. Do we have a dig TM? I think we might. We just might. We do. Who can learn dig? Pokémon can learn dig? Can I replace anything that we don't need? Just to get out of here quickly. Anything we can teach back? Well, you know what? I can heart scale this back on. I'm not really a big fan of close combat. It hurts very nicely, but the fact that you lose your defenses is kind of bad. But I mean, it could come in handy in a pinch, so I can bring that back anytime. I just want out of this place quickly. Let's go ahead and fire up that dig attack. I feel bad using an unconscious Pokemon to do this, but desperate times call for the desperatest of measures. Desperatest? Is that a word? I was gonna say, why is it telling me it's winter still? I forgot, we're into the next month. It is now spring. The ice has melted. I still can't go in the water, though. It's too far down. Alright, now let us fly our way to... How many sages are left? I believe... Oh, Android 18. Right, we're gonna come down here. We're gonna head down here to Accumulatown. Take on the next sage. Well, not take on the sage. They don't fight, which is weird, but sometimes Team Plasma decides to help them out. But the last sage, I believe, as Sailor Pika had told us some time ago, is into the post-game section onto the eastern side of the Unova region. So we're going to head over there in a little bit. First, we got to scour Route 18 to try to find this sage. Do we even have Surf? I don't think we do. No one on my team seems to probably have it, but let's go to the TM, see if I can teach Surf to anyone that we have. I doubt we'll be able to. But actually, no, you know what? I'm going to call it right now. I think, as weird as it might sound, I believe Pokémon can get Surf. Or Hariyama. Yep, and he's the only one that can get it. So we'll just replace Dig for the time being. I think I remember seeing this before. That's why I had a feeling it was going to be, doable. But, like, why do they get Surf? I mean, okay, I understand for transportation reasons. It probably makes sense that you can ride on something like that, but... See, when it comes to HMs that, moves that can be used outside of battle, there's that aspect to it, but there's also the aspect that it's a move that they can use in battle. So, Surf, I've always seen as the Pokemon, blasting out a gust of water. Where? Well, okay. I guess it kind of makes sense because we have the, what is it? Smelling salt. No, brine. Yeah, what's with the salt? Pokémon is one of the saltiest characters in all of Pokemon. But brine is a water-type move, which essentially brine is, I believe, a salty kind of water mixture. And it says if you have... If the target is at 50% or less HP, then you do double damage. The idea being that sumo wrestlers, I think the tradition is that they throw salt into the sumo ring before starting the battle. So, these guys are all about the salt. Maybe the fact that I get pretty frustrated with some of this game makes sense I'm using a Hariyama. Alright, let's Hariyama down this way. Make our way into Route 18. Now, the fun part is trying to track down where the sage happens to be. This is Route 17. We got a little ways to go yet. Now, remember the hard part I had trying to find my way around here? What? That was one water step. One sploosh. One splish splash. I was taking a bath. Well, I mean, you could destroy it. You have Sucker Punch. But... no thanks. Only level 15. Don't really need the experience. Anyway, so as I said... Oh, wait. Check this out. I'm going to try this. I'm going to jump right on that Pokemon. What is it? Show me Dragonite. Maybe Audino swimming in the water. Oh, it's a Mola. Everyone thought, including myself, this was going to be a Love Disc evolution. Oh, how naive we were back then, thinking that Gen 5 would actually have connected to previous Pokemon games. No new evolutions in this one. But there was so much potential. I think I said this before, but think about Carablast. I thought Carablast was going to turn out to be a pre-evolution to Heracross. The name sounds similar, Blast, Heracross. They both end with like an S sound on there. And it's the same color, it's a bug. And I just thought it was a perfect pre-evolution, excuse me. And as it turns out, it has nothing to do with Heracross. And that was kind of disappointing. I wanted to see some sort of connectivity. You know, when I say connectivity, I don't mean you can send Pokemon up from earlier games, because what I love about Pokemon since Gen 3, you can do that with all the different generation games. So it's cool to commemorate where they've been, what you've done, all these wild encounters that are slowing things down. But anyway, my point is gone. I forget what I was talking about. No, right, Carablast. See, great, like, what's really cool with Pokemon, the way that they can do this, too. Technically, stop encountering. Technically, they could still make Carablast a pre-evolution to Heracross. And how is that, you may ask? I somehow feel like I talked about this before. But hey, with all these random encounters, I got time to talk. So, what they could now, with Gen 8 coming out eventually, what they could do is introduce a new held item. Call it, Heracross Helmet. I don't know. Just call it whatever. And it could be one of those things that if Carablast levels up holding this brand new item, it evolves into Heracross. But wait a minute, Professor, you say. Why, then, does Heracross breed baby Heracross? I'm glad you asked that, because I get to show off my knowledge. Because what they could then do is introduce a new incense. Some sort of bug-type incense that, might power up bug-type moves. But it could be one of those things that if a Heracross is breeding holding this incense, it could then breed a baby Pokemon. Just like you have to use, I think it's Wave Incense for Mantike, Odd Incense for Wynot, stuff like that. So they could still introduce things like that, which is kind of interesting. Alright, nothing here. I'm assuming that we're going to find that sage in that mysterious building that previously had nothing in it. And I don't think this is the way. Oh, I gotta navigate those waves again, don't I? Maybe. Oh, never mind. I guess we're good. Hello, sir. Well, that's awful rude of him. It smells of the sea here. This place has the same ocean smell as where I was born. Getsus wanted the lands of this world all over, collecting knowledge of all kinds while searching for like-minded people. From the moment we met, he understood what I desired. The ability to understand the minds and the needs of others. This is an ability that everyone needs to survive. My Lord N is a kind and excellent person who understands the hearts of Pokemon. But conversely, perhaps his ability to understand the hearts and feelings of people is not developed enough. But even that was part of the perfection of Getsus' plan. When it comes to Getsus, I cannot separate the truth from the lies. See this? I received it from Getsus, but I no longer need it. I hope you can put it to good use. This guy's kind of nice. He got a double team. Is that because he's double-crossed Getsus? Someday, if my Lord N develops his ability to understand the feelings of people as well as Pokemon, I would like us to gather again. More than anything, I want to see N confront Getsus. Or Looker could do it. Ah, and now, about Team Plasma. I am an officer of the International Police, and there are so many things you must tell me at once. If that is what you desire. Many thanks. Now, Getsus notwithstanding, there yet remains but one of the 7 sages still at large, and he's in post-game. What it is they are thinking, what it may be they're hoping, this is the information I have need of. Quick and soon, say I. So there is that. I kind of thought that would take longer. But we got time now. Let's head on back to, I guess, Opelucid City. However you pronounce that. And that's not the Pokemon. Wait, you don't have Fly, do you? No, you don't. Okay. Imagine if I had 2 flying Pokemon the whole time and didn't even know it. So, we're going to head back to route number 11, where things are way over leveled based on where we're at right now. But, if need be, I can run away like a coward. Maybe. I don't have a runaway Pokemon on the team, but I got a pretty fast Raticate that could come in here. Alright, let's make our way downtown, walking past, moving fast. I don't know if those are the lyrics, but let's forget about that. Wait a minute! That billboard said something. A Pokemon outbreak at Route 6. What does that mean? I'm sure I knew what this was before. Oh, I think I know what this means. Hang on. I want to go check this out. We got time. Route 6. Where are you at, Route 6? You're Celestial Tower. You are Route 7. You're Route 6. Alright, let's go here. What even is the city? Driftvale. Heading to Driftvale City. We're gonna see what this outbreak is all about, break. And see if maybe we can encounter... There's my bike, there's my bike. See if we can encounter... a earlier generation Pokemon. Just check this out. Now that you get into post-game, older Pokemon are showing up in this region. That's another bit of a gripe that I have with this. It's like, it doesn't really make sense why they suddenly start showing up, but they do. Now, I think it's just going to be mine in here. I believe that's the way it works, is whenever an outbreak happens, that, excuse me, one species begins to appear. And look at the variation in levels. That last one was level 51. This one's 23. That's kind of crazy that they're that randomized. But that gives you the idea of being able to find earlier Pokemon. The problem I have, though, is, like, if they are showing up now, like, from what I understand, there's no... I might be wrong on this, but there's no in-game explanation why they're showing up. I would like to know why they're now showing up, because if they could have shown up and just waited till now, why were they not showing up beforehand? You know, if there's no reason why they suddenly began to show up, then they should have been showing up this whole time. It just leads into me complaining about, you know, they forced us to use newer Pokemon and stuff, and it's just like, I kind of want to use the ones that I want to use, but whatever. Alright, now, can we avoid trainers? Because I kind of don't want to fight. You guys are going to be too high of a level. Once we get to a proper level, I can come back and fight them later. What's in this camper? And, hey, it's a Zangoose! Those guys are still not around in North America, in Pokemon Go. They are regional. You know what? We can take you. I'm going to cut you. I know that sounds rude, and rough, and tough, and nasty, but that ain't even a stab attack. That still does a lot, though. I don't like that. Super Fang will do more right now. Let's do that. And I don't think a cut takes you down, but a cut could land critical. Let's try this. It could also miss, too. But then again, so could Super Fang. Oh, that wasn't even critical. Okay, I did more than I was expecting. So I guess if there's wild Pokemon that we're comparable to, I'll try to level up on them. And maybe come back and fight trainers at some point. But what's going on in the camp? Hello, ma'am. Yahoo! There's an awful lot of nothing around here, isn't there? Thank you for that. Whatever that was. Can I have a pop, please? Or a milk? Or a juice? Or a Tapu Koko? I would take a Tapu Koko. Let's sneak past this backpacker, because we don't want to do any fighting. Against trainers, at least. Village bridge ahead. I think there's a little bit of a adventure story thing going on in here. So I believe the outbreak would happen like once per day. It's going to tell you a different route and different species shows up each day. Pokemon love village sandwiches too. A berry topping is crucial to the taste. Thanks. Over my head. As its name suggests, Village Bridge is a village like a bridge. No, it's a bridge like a village. No, it's a bridge like a bridge. No, it's a village like a village. I'm so confused. You're being paid way too much for your job right now. I'll tell you that much. Alright, but... Oh, there are Pokemon. I was going to say, but we're in a nice, quiet, peaceful place where there's no battling, and then I'm wrong. I'm going to try to avoid the battles for the time being. I want to see what's happening in this place. Oh, alright. We haven't gotten a single free drink from these machines the entire playthrough. It's now time for, well, I said soda pop earlier. Let's grab a second soda pop for free. There's our paid one. We want our second one. I'm never going to get one. Alright, we are here at the Village Bridge. Hello, Mr. Guitar Man. Don't battle me. Aikman? You have a name? How about this? This sound. Doesn't it get to your heart? Your mind? No, it really doesn't. During the day, I sunbathe. During the night, I moonbathe. You must smell great. Nature sinks into my body. I almost said nature skins into my body, and that would have sounded pretty bad. Alright, what is... Oh, so this is the bridge you're talking about, but there's houses that live on the bridge. Weird, isn't it? Isn't this a beautiful bridge? This old bridge was built when my great-great-great-grandfather was around. Is he what, a square now? Isn't this a unique sort of bridge? A long time ago, the river overflowed and all the houses were washed away. So people built new houses on top of the bridge to keep them safe from flooding. It's a simple solution, but it's genius. Question, what if you need to lift the bridge when a boat comes by? I don't know. My grandpa is a stonecutter for Village Bridge. Sweet. He's being paid way too little. Because look at all these stones. Did he cut them all by himself? I can't even get into that building. That's crazy. I can go into this one. In fact, I don't think I can get in here. Nope. Alright. I guess no one lives in those buildings. Kind of a waste to build them then, don't you think? Village Bridge is the oldest bridge in Unova. It says so right here in my book. I heard it was built 200 years ago. Now wait. So he says he has a book saying that, and then he hears it was built 200 years ago. Wouldn't the book tell you that? I don't know. I'm totally hooked on village sandwiches. We moved closer to the shop so I could eat there every day. You know, overeat. You're gonna get sick of the flavor. Don't do that. You know, spread out your enjoyment of food. Me, being a picky eater, I'm a hypocrite. I'm gonna eat the same thing anyway. This is a very old bridge, but thanks to the elderly man next door who takes care of it, the bridge always looks its best. So, bad news, folks. Oh, wait. It's a cabinet full of Pokemon goods. That's good news, but the bad news is we're out of time for today. I'm gonna save it up right here at the Village Bridge, and we'll check out the rest of what this place has to offer in the next episode. I'm also gonna go back and double check and see what route is it. We gotta go find Mr. Sage. And I think it's Route 14, so what Pika had said. Can I check the town map just quickly? I want to see whereabouts we are at. Key items, please. Town map. Alright, where are we at? Route 12, Route 13. You're telling me I gotta go all the way. Alright, we want to check things out anyway, so we'll get to that. Excuse me, I gasped too hard. We'll get to that eventually. As for right now, we're going to end off for the day. This is also going to be a late upload if you're, obviously you've noticed that by now if you're watching it on the day that it comes out. If not, happy next day, happy tomorrow, whatever. But anyway, that's going to be a wrap for tonight. Professor Chaz is not signing off just yet. Professor Chaz is thanking you for your time and watching the episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to let me know with a like down below. That's how you can tell it's been so long since I recorded one of these videos. I forgot my outro. But long story short, if you want to check out some more of my social media, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all linked in the description. You can also subscribe for more Pokemon content here on YouTube, or you can now join as a member at, gaming.youtube.com. Look up my channel there. You can join and get some members exclusive perks for helping support the channel starting today. And that is it for the day. Professor Chaz is now actually signing off, thanking you once again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.